Wearing bright blue flak jackets, United Nations staff are rushed through the doors of the Al-Aqsa hospital, an explosion tearing through their compound in Deir al-Balah.
One was admitted in ICU and one in the operation room. Another person has lost an eye.
5 injured, 1 dead. The body so badly damaged, doctors initially struggled to identify the victim. Witnesses hearing the screams from inside the building.
Ambulances arrived and they started removing casualties. Some were in pieces.
In my opinion, this was not an accident. It cannot be categorized as an accident.
Everybody out, please.
Israel denies it was responsible, saying it was carrying out strikes elsewhere in the Strip. Local health authorities saying at least 20 have been killed in attacks across Gaza, more than 430 since Israel broke the ceasefire early on Tuesday. With a threat to Hamas, more will come.
If they don't return the Israeli hostages and Hamas is not being removed from Gaza, Israel will act with force like you have never seen before.
Israeli ground forces have moved back into Gaza, troops and tanks returning to the Netzarim corridor, running from the border to the Mediterranean, cutting the north of the Strip off from the south. Anger over the return to fighting surging through the streets of Jerusalem, thousands marching to demand peace.
These protesters are taking their message right the way to the Prime Minister's residence on Gaza Road or Gaza Road, quite a fitting location considering the criticism of his management of this war.
Every action from the beginning of the war is caused by him and that's his fault. And we believe that he needs to be replaced.
While he remains in office, Mr. Netanyahu is accused of bowing to demands for war from noisy right-wingers, including the controversial National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir, who quit the government in protest when the ceasefire was announced, only to return yesterday after the strikes resumed.
And he's now calling the shots. He has huge leverage over the Prime Minister.
But as the beat of the community anger gets louder, there's little sign Mr. Netanyahu is listening to their demands. Matthew Doran, ABC News, Jerusalem.